YouTube automation, YouTube cash cow, faceless YouTube channels. The name changes, but it's been around for forever, right? I'm sure you have seen a ton of videos about people talking about how you can make $10, $20, $30,000 per month with faceless YouTube channels. While that certainly is possible, it is quite honestly improbable. And how do I know? I have a number of faceless YouTube channels. I got started in it I would say 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years ago when it was called Cash Cow. So in this video, I wanted to spend some time talking about the truth, the fables, the good, the bad, the ugly, so that if you decide to do it, you have a full understanding of what to do, what it is, and, if you should even do it. First and foremost, I like to say making money online is simple. It's not easy, it's simple. And anytime someone is trying to convince you that something is easy, they're probably just trying to sell you something. And faceless YouTube channels are no different. The process is, again, simple. You identify things that people want to watch. You create videos for people to watch them. They watch them and you make money. I mean, that's the process. But the devil, as they say, is in the details. Finding a faceless channel or a faceless niche. Finding a faceless niche that isn't too competitive. Finding a faceless niche that isn't too competitive where you can monetize properly and you can do it long enough where you can actually see a return on your investment. And those are all things that I think that are heavily discounted, especially when you're watching these channels talk about faceless YouTube channels. Every time I turn on YouTube, I start a faceless YouTube channel and I'm making $50K a month. Over on YouTube, I start a faceless YouTube channel and I'm monetized within 7 days. Unfortunately, you don't necessarily know or understand what's going on behind the scenes. Did they buy the channel? Are they doing things that are slightly shady and unethical and a violation of YouTube's terms of service? That's the big one. That is the big one a lot of people kind of miss. Because there's a way that you can get 4,000 watch hours. I won't tell you here, but there's a way that you can get 4,000 watch hours in a matter of days. But it's a violation of YouTube's terms of service. And if you get caught doing it, your account can be deleted or demonetized. There's a way that you can get 1,000 subscribers that stay within a couple hours. But again, if you do that, you run the risk of being in violation of the YouTube Partner Program. That's the thing that they don't tell you. That's the thing that's omitted. I've purchased courses. I purchased an expensive course, and that was the method. You get monetized by buying subscribers through a variety of websites. You got to pay with Bitcoin, and then you upload I think it was like a 2-hour video. You hire somebody over, you hire a virtual assistant to pretend to work for 2 hours, and then and then you hire another website to watch this video for you for 2 hours. That's a violation of YouTube's terms of service. And if they catch you doing that, you can be demonetized. The other issue too, and I think this has to do more with an issue with YouTube itself, is what they're telling you to do is to go out and find videos that have already done well, that have already gone viral, and make the exact same videos. Now, that, like I've said this before, but that's more of a problem with YouTube. YouTube is no longer a platform for originality. YouTube is the platform for copy and paste. If someone makes an original video and they've got more views than subscribers, hell, I tell you guys to do that too. If you see a video that has a great view to subscriber ratio, that's your cue to make the same video, because YouTube doesn't reward creativity. Maybe 5-10 years ago, YouTube rewarded creativity. Now they reward copy and paste. They reward making the exact same content as someone else because it has been proven to work. But I guess that's a different story for a different day. But essentially, that's exactly what you're doing for these faceless YouTube channels. You're just making the exact same thing. And now with AI and all of the stuff that you can do with AI, it's becoming easier and easier to copy and paste. For example, there's AI software out there that will tell you which videos went viral based on a niche. Okay, you can then take that video and put it into another AI software, and it can make a script for you. Basically, it can, based on the script that you feed it in, it can make a script very similar to the one that already went viral. Then you can either hire a video editor to make the video for you. I just got dripped on. You can either hire a video editor to make the video for you, or you can use AI. And then you can use AI to you can use AI to do the voiceover. And I think what's going to happen, and I've been saying this for a couple of years now, I think what's going to happen is YouTube is really going to start cracking down on these faceless channels, right? They're going to have to come up with something because they're shelling out more and more money for these channels. You know, they're paying these creators, but what they're going to start seeing is they're going to start seeing their audience, which is what really matters to them, the people that show up on their accounts that watch the videos. You're going to start seeing those people watch less and less and less because there's more AI stuff out there. In the past, it was just like, hey, do AI make money online? Or, you know, do faceless YouTube automation cash cow for make money online? And then it kind of creeped into health and then wealth and then maybe even relationships. Now you're seeing this stuff in history. There are a number of history channels out there dedicated to it. And I think there's probably very high level discussions. I think there's high level discussions being had over on YouTube because this isn't what's best for the viewer. Anyway, let's get back to what's most important. The thing with YouTube automation and faceless channels is that these guys are telling you that you can find success really quickly. And that's often not the case. You have to learn how to create content. You have to learn how to create content that people want to watch. And that's oftentimes where people fall short. Is, okay, great. I see it looks easy enough. YouTube automation, faceless YouTube channel looks easy enough. I just go out there, find a video that has performed well within the last week, and then I just download the script. And what's crazy is you can download the transcript from YouTube and then feed it into a number of softwares. And so you download the script, feed it into a number of softwares, then you feed it into 11 Labs, and then maybe hire a VA to do the voiceover. And boom, you should automatically be getting a bunch of views and subscribers and watch hours. And unfortunately, you know, that's not the case. That's not how content creation works. You kind of have to hang around and figure out what it takes for you to be successful. And because people are promising quick results, because people are spending money, you know, you're spending maybe $70, $80 per video, you can quickly run out of money trying to find the level of success. When looking at YouTube automation and faceless YouTube channels, you come across hundreds of channels that started this 3, 6, 9 months ago and then abruptly stopped. And they probably stopped because they ran out of money. Whether they ran out of money for 11 Labs or they ran out of money for a virtual assistant to do it, it is not as easy and as profitable as it is. And the other issue too, quite honestly, is let's say you're monetized. The first couple weeks, the first couple checks are very, very little. And you'll be looking around like, hey, I'm monetized, that's great, but I'm only making $20 a day, $30 a day, and that's not enough to cover how much it costs to actually run these channels. And I say this as someone that has a number of faceless channels right now. I think like maybe 4 or 5 of them. I say this as someone that, like I said, I spent $2,000 on a course where they were calling it cash cow channels, and you hired a bunch of people from the Philippines to do all the work. I say this is someone that has been doing this for a while. It's any online business really takes 2 or 3 components. It takes consistency, it takes persistence, and it takes the ability to learn and adapt. If you don't have those 3 things, you are going to fail. Just because it looks easy on the surface, just because it looks simple enough, it doesn't mean that when you jump into the ring that you're automatically going to get views and subscribers. I also think a part of the issue is people feel like just because they made a video, they're owed views, they're owed subscribers, they're owed watch time. And it sets like an unrealistic expectation for people that are just getting started. You know, you still have to go through the process of trying to figure out what works. You still have to go through the process of doing keyword research and tweaking your titles and your thumbnails. And, you know, there's a learning curve. The faster you can get through that learning curve, you can be profitable, but it's certainly not all it is cracked up to be. Again, I say this as someone that has a few different faceless channels, and one of the videos, I have a number of one video in particular that I'm thinking of right now has went viral 2 months ago, 56,000 subscribers. That account wasn't monetized because that video had 56,000 views. Because that video just blew up out of nowhere, it got me monetized, but now I'm only making like $20 or $30 per day on that account or channel. So does it work? Yeah, but I think a lot of people are blowing the opportunity and the ability way out of proportion. It's kind of like most things. People are selling shovels, and the people that are selling those shovels are usually going to be more profitable than the people that are doing the digging and doing the shoveling. Can you be successful with faceless YouTube? Yes, but you have to go about it the right way. What I would recommend that you do is try and learn the entire process yourself first. First thing you want to do is go out and do research. Figure out what makes your target audience, your viewers, your potential viewers tick. What makes them want to stay and watch? It's more than just seeing a video that went viral, downloading the transcript, and then re-uploading it. Watch those videos yourself. Really spend time figuring out what it took for that video to get the views and the subscribers and the comments, because feeding it into AI is one thing, but if you don't know what makes a good video, whatever you get from the AI, you're just going to throw up into the world and expect that it gets a bunch of views. So I think the first thing that you really should focus on is mastering the process completely. And the same goes with hiring somebody. You shouldn't hire anybody until you understand the process thoroughly, because you can't instruct somebody you can't instruct a VA on what to do and what not to do if you don't know what a good video looks like, right? So what I would recommend that you do first and foremost is master the process on your own. Master what it takes to write a good script. Right? You can use AI to help you out. Obviously, we're in the world of AI, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, but you still have to know and understand what a good script looks like. Step number 2, do the voiceover yourself, because even if you use something like HeyGen, you can still tell that it's not a real person because of the voice inflection and the sentence structure and things of that nature. Read the scripts yourself. Know what a good script sounds like. When you read through them, do all of this on your own for the first 2 or 3 months so that you have a baseline. You understand what a good voiceover sounds like. And then once you do the voiceover, start doing the video editing. Learn what it takes to make a good video. Learn the skill of video editing, so you can save money in the front end, but you can give clear instructions. There's a thing called standard operating procedure. If you understand how to make your videos, you can lay out clearly what you expect from your video editor. Most people are going to say, go edit a video and make it look like this video. But it's kind of like what we talked about a few days ago. People don't want another carbon copy video of one that they can already get. They want something that's unique, different, and new. I've seen a bunch of videos where people are talking about create a faceless channel like Sleepless History or Fall Asleep to History, something like that. Well, there's already a channel like that. Nobody wants another channel just like that. They want something unique and different and new. So what I would tell you to do is learn the entire process. Yes, it's going to take more time. But if you want to be around after the next algorithm apocalypse, because that's what's coming, it is coming. Every 6 months or so, YouTube changes the algorithm and they go through demonetizing channels and deleting channels every 6 months to a year. And it's going to happen again. And the only way to be prepared for it is to actually know the process of creating a video, a faceless video. Don't spend a bunch of money hiring people out until you know what the entire process looks like up front, until you've gone through the entire process. And the other thing that I would tell you to do is have a plan for monetization. Just because you get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours doesn't mean that YouTube has to let you in. Because it's YouTube and they can be finicky, they could say, hey, it's great, but we changed our rules where we're not allowing monetization of faceless channels. And if you don't have a backup plan, if you're not doing affiliate marketing or digital products or something along those lines, you're going to be left out into the lurch. So I would say have a plan for monetization, a multi-income stream plan. Don't just rely on the YouTube Partner Program. Don't just rely on brand deals and sponsorships. Do have a plan for affiliate marketing. Is there a way that you can incorporate affiliate links into your niche, which should be yes. There's over 11,000 of them out there. Can you incorporate affiliate marketing or a digital product or membership into your faceless channel? That way, if YouTube decides to demonetize your account, you've got multiple revenue streams where you're not necessarily worried. You might be like annoyed. You might be caught off guard or taken aback. But if you've got multiple revenue streams, if you've got a four-pronged approach, and then you lose YouTube, which would ultimately be the smallest piece of the pie, you're not that upset. But I would strongly encourage you. Have multiple levels of monetization. Have a plan for your monetization. Don't just rely on a platform that can give and take whenever it feels like it, because it's going to wind up taking it and you're going to have nothing else to fall back on. So those are, I would say, probably my biggest suggestions is YouTube automation, faceless YouTube channel, cash cow channels have been around for 10, 15, since the inception of YouTube. Every 3 to 5 years, it's given a new name, right? Every 3 to 5 years, they reframe it. 3, 4, around the pandemic, it was called cash cow. Look it up. Go search cash cow YouTube channels, and you're going to see a bunch of people talking about it. And then those channels, I don't know if they got deleted, if the courses stopped working. Now they're rebranded to faceless YouTube channels and faceless and YouTube automation. I would say the same. I would say the same goes for YouTube Shorts as well. Don't rely on getting paid by YouTube for YouTube Shorts, because it can be incredibly finicky. Have your own plan of monetization. Affiliate marketing, digital products, memberships, physical products, I guess, merch, which I'm not a huge fan of, but you can do, are all, I would say, better than relying on YouTube. Because YouTube might decide to change their arbitrary rules. YouTube might decide in 6 months that it's 10,000 subscribers and 50,000 watch hours are required for monetization. And if you don't have that, there's nothing you can do about it except for go out and get it. But if you have an alternate plan of monetization, it'll work. So yeah, I've seen tons of videos where people are like, I copied a channel and it worked. Faceless YouTube channels in 2025. YouTube automation in 20. I've seen a bunch of those videos, and it's nothing new. Honestly, it's nothing new. But more importantly, it's not as easy as it seems. It's simple. Making money online is simple, and I think I say this all the time. You just identify a problem and create content to solve that problem. And YouTube automation is the exact same. You identify a problem that people are going through. Maybe they want to learn about history. Maybe they want to learn Spanish. Maybe they want to find a job. You simply create content to solve that problem. But the devil is in the details. Content creation is not easy. It's a skill. It's a skill that many people have tried and many people have failed at. Got to switch hands here. It's a skill that many people have tried and many people have failed at because they underestimate how easy or difficult content creation really is. So yeah. I'll just give you some information about my YouTube channels because I'm sure that people will say, well, what are you talking about? How do you know? I have a Faceless channel, and I've actually revealed these channels on my main YouTube channel. I have a Faceless channel that teaches people Spanish. I have a Faceless channel that talks about paint colors and color combinations. I tried it on that one actually. I have a Faceless channel about starting a YouTube channel. I have a Faceless channel about starting a blog or a website. And what's really interesting about these YouTube channels is one thing that you've got to have is that you have to have delayed gratification. A lot of these channels and videos, they don't blow up right away. In fact, the video that now has 56,000 views in just 2 or 3 months, it didn't blow up right away. It kind of just stayed there. It didn't get a bunch of views, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, I'm getting notifications. I'm getting comments where I'm like, where are these comments coming from? I'm getting emails that people are buying my affiliate product that I'm recommending, and I'm like, what the heck is this coming? Where's all this coming from? And it came from a channel where I had actually stopped uploading for a little while because it wasn't making financial sense. But now it's working again. I have a channel about how to start a blog. I have a channel about starting, blogs, how to start a YouTube channel. And, the difficult part is YouTube doesn't want you to be original. And so you wind up trying to skip steps, move quickly, being efficient, and you wind up making the exact same content as other people. So yeah, if you're going to start a Faceless YouTube channel, go ahead and do it, but have the right expectations. Starting a Faceless YouTube channel in 2025 is just like starting a regular YouTube channel. You're not going to see accelerated growth. You're not going to see accelerated success. Just because you copy a channel that has worked, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't really truly know what made that channel work unless you go through and spend a bunch of time, energy, and effort doing the research. And when I mean doing the research, actually figuring out what it took. Watching a bunch of the videos, taking notes, watching similar videos, watching videos that show up in the recommended or the up next. Watching those videos, spending time learning and paying attention to the details. How long are the videos? How often are they transitioning? Don't just feed the video into a AI software and let the AI software do all the work. Learn about the niche, learn about the target audience, learn about the customers, and you can potentially be successful. But if you're going to be successful, it's not going to happen overnight. Most likely, you're not going to upload 5 videos and monetize with the YouTube Partner Program. It's going to take you trying and failing and learning and adapting in order for you to find the success that you're looking for. And the success is going to start off like a trickle. And if you're persistent and consistent enough, you put your head down, you stop going back to the internet to try and find more advice and ideas, you can be successful with it. But have the right expectations. Know that it's going to take time. Know that you're going to have to learn the ins and outs. You're going to have to go through the frustration of learning and growing. And if you're willing to do that, you can be successful. But most people, they see the big numbers. They see $50,000 per month, $30,000 per month with one channel. They automatically fall in love and they jump in those channels. And the other thing that I always find interesting is that these guys that reveal the faceless niches at work, they always tell you about the other niches, but they never tell you about their niches at work. They always say, I'm making $50,000, $60,000 a month with the faceless channels, which is fine, but because they don't want the competition, they don't want the niche that they're in to become saturated. They always tell you about the other ones. Hey, go look over here so that I can continue to do my thing uninterrupted. Go look over here. And yeah, so can you be successful? Yes. Have the right expectations and you'll be fine. Let me know in the comment section if you have questions. Let me know if you guys like this type of content where it's just me kind of talking with you instead of just straight tutorials. Because I think this is important. Getting the honest truth, the real truth, and getting outside of the office, I think gives me a different perspective. It makes me think about things differently. It makes me think about content differently. It makes me have to be more aware of the things that are going on, which is good. It helps me learn, grow, and develop, which is really important to get better at content creation. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you haven't done so already, like, comment, follow, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.